Hi, my name is Mike Verona. I'm a technical leader in the IBM Business Partner ecosystem. If you're viewing this video, I'm assuming that you are looking to find a partner for your opportunity or for your potential engagement. So I'm going to show you 3 ways to do that. From a scenario standpoint, you might be looking for relevant skill set. You might be looking for a relevant experience. You might be looking for a relevant relationship. Maybe the partner's already in your account and you want to know about them. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So the first one is called IBM Business Partner Directory, and I've already pulled that up here. And you can search, as it says here, you can search by business partner, you can search by solution, or you can search by service or keyword. So just to give you a couple examples here, let's say that I know that Sirius is in my account. I can type Sirius. It will actually pull them up. I can click on that, and then you can see down here that it actually gives me another link to click that will tell me a little bit more about who Sirius is and what they do. The second scenario is maybe you have a solution that's sort of inherent in your opportunity. So let's just make something up here, SAP HANA, for example, and then it would give me a similar list of not only business partners that have obviously SAP in their title, but also solutions that are dealing with that. And by the way, this particular search engine is just a database. There's no AI behind that. The third thing you might want to look for is services. So let's just say we're looking for data migration, and then it would give me some options around that as well. And again, I can click on these and get further information. And then also one thing I wanted to show you here is keyword. So I could look for something like urban code. And okay, in this case, it doesn't really give me a whole lot. There's a solution there. Also, just wanted to call your attention to the more options where you can actually add some constraints around your search. So if you're familiar with IBM competencies, it lists those up here, and you can see that the options to select are changing as I click on the various competencies. You could add a geographical search criteria. You could search by industry. You can search by partner level, technologies, partner type, et cetera. So I'll leave you to kind of explore that one. All right. So the other 2 methods are actually you can reach them from this page. So if I scroll down, one is called Partner Connect and one is called Global Solutions Directory. So let me go into the Business Partner Connect one first. And I may need to log in here. Okay, so you can see here that I'm logged in, and Business Partner Connect is kind of like the home advisor of the business partner ecosystem, in that you have people that advertise their services and their capabilities, and then you have people that create jobs, which then the system matches job to skill set, right, or other requirements. And that's the same sort of premise here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. We're going to create a new engagement and go ahead and click on Get Started. And it's going to ask me for a lot more detailed information than what you were asked for in the Business Partner Directory. So first thing is I want to choose the country. Just going to go to United States. I could also go down to the city level if I wanted to say if the opportunity needed to be done, say in New York City or something like that. Language, I'm going to go with English International. And I'm just making this up, by the way. And then I can put any qualifications in here, like it gives you examples here, minority owned, veteran owned, et cetera. Then I go to next step. And now here's what I was talking about. Down here, these 2 are where they're offering assistance, and up here is where we're requesting assistance. I'm going to go ahead and request assistance with a client engagement. And it is going to ask me for more information, right? So in this case, I'm going to go with solution-based, large, sure. And then within 30 days, click next step. I'm going to just go with something that came across my desk recently around urban code, and I actually had entered that earlier in the partner directory. And that's going to involve some consulting services. It's going to be involving developing an app. I think that's probably good for now. And then in terms of technology solution area, I would look at automation and industry. I don't know anything about the customer, so the end customer, so I'm going to just say cross industry. Next step. And then also just to note here, you can actually include Red Hat product information. So if you had a requirement around OpenShift or Ansible or something like that, you could actually put that in here. I'm not going to do that. And then from here, I'm going to look at cloud integration and development, search, and there it is, the portfolio. And then it asks me, do I want lab services? I don't, at least not at this point. And the key term I'm going to put in here is urban code, because in this particular case, the customer wanted to build up their urban code skills. So review and submit. So when I hit review and submit, it just basically summarizes all the stuff I just entered here. I could create a title here that's meaningful to myself. And then click finish. And what will happen is it should give me some choices around the information that I just entered. These are IBM Business Partners. And you may think that these scores are actually kind of low. They are basic. Oh, I forgot to mention that there's an AI behind this. It's Watson, right? So these are the Watson scores. And if you think about how much information I just gave, it wasn't very much. So you wouldn't expect the scores to be all that high. But at this point, you have three options. You could request a connection from either one of those, and kind of similar to Home Advisor, those partners would reach out to you, and then you'd start a dialogue on what it is that you need. Okay? All right, the third one is Global Solutions Directory. And for this, it's sort of similar. It's not necessarily an AI thing. It's more of a search engine. But what the premise here is that the business partners themselves have actually registered solutions in our Global Solutions Directory, right? So this is the case where you might be looking looking to answer the question whether the partner has done this before, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type in urban code and try to spell it correctly. Oh, there we go. Click search, and then it's over here going to give me a bunch of results with solutions that have something to do with urban code. And maybe actually this first one here, DevOps Quick Start, that might be exactly what I'm looking for, because as I mentioned, the request was to build skills at the end customer in urban code. And here's a quick start that appears to do that. So at this point, I would go ahead and contact a better solution, and again, start a dialogue on engaging them. So basically, that is the three ways that currently exist for you to find a business partner. And by the way, that took me 8 minutes, and that's with a lot of talking. So you should easily be able to do this yourself. The other thing I'd like to do is show you the links to these three. So if you can see these links, it has a link to Business Partner Directory, Global Solutions Directory, Business Partner Connect. So you can go ahead and try this out yourself. All right, well, that's pretty much it. And thanks for watching, and have a great day.